What is going on, guys? Mike with Chit Chat Gaming. So the fall time is always a huge time for video games in general here. And this year, 2020, it's been a really messed up year. But man, video games are still going to be huge in the month of November here, and even in December as well too. So even with the pandemic aside here, yes, things will be done a little bit differently, as far as console releases and stuff go. But again, though, it's not going to stop the huge month of November we're going to have for video games in general here. On the Nintendo Switch side, one big title coming out this month on November 20th is going to be Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, which I am definitely looking forward to. I played the demo, loved it, and cannot wait to get my hands on the actual game itself. Now, it's also going to be an expensive month because there is not only the release of two major consoles coming out here, we also have some games, like I said, Age of Calamity. We have the new Assassin's Creed game coming out this week on November 10th as well too. And then the 13th, Friday the 13th, of course, we have Call of Duty's Cold War coming out. There's several other games that's coming out this month as well too. But those are some of the bigger ones that are coming out alongside the same week here that we are getting the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X and the Xbox Series S. Now, a lot of people have been asking me, I've been getting questions all over the place here on which one I'm going to get here, if I'm picking one up or not here. So I want to go ahead and kind of talk to you guys about that here today, on what I personally plan to pick up if I do pick up one of these consoles. But also I could use your help too, because maybe, you know what, I don't know a ton about PlayStation or Xbox. I'm more of a Nintendo guy here. I play a lot of PC as well too. So for me, I could definitely use some help. Or if there's some other things, other pointers that you guys might know, definitely feel free to drop them in the comment section and let me know. I don't want no console war or anything going on in the comment section. I just want to know your personal opinion, because $500 is a lot to spend. Regardless of any time you spend it, it's a lot of money to spend, especially if you're planning on upgrading your console to the current gen. So really quick here, about 2 years ago, I did pick this up here. I got the Xbox One X. Now, the main reason why I picked up the Xbox One X here is for the 4K capabilities here. I actually recently just bought a 4K TV around the same time, like I said, about 2 years ago. And I was like, you know what? I was ready to definitely, upgrade to the 4K gaming. So I was like, I've seen a lot of great things about this here, and I wanted to go and pick it up. And I was due for a new Xbox anyways here. So I picked this up, and I'm going to tell you right now, if I notice a difference, absolutely. Playing games like Gears of War 5, playing Gears of War 4 as well too, and then playing like Star Wars Battlefront 2, even on that game there, but I noticed a major difference. I didn't notice a difference as far as like load times being quicker or anything like that. As far as installing games and such, I did notice a little bit, but the biggest thing was 4K gaming. HDR gaming. I definitely saw the difference in this here. Now, the big argument back then, of course, with the Xbox One X here, I keep getting mixed up, was actually true 4K gaming, whereas in the PlayStation Pro was not a native 4K gaming, which I don't know. I don't even have a PlayStation 4 or a PS4, so I don't know, but that's just, I'm going by from what I know anyway, what I've heard anyway, sorry. So again though, just a couple years ago I picked this up. Now the big question, of course, is going to be, am I going to be picking up the Xbox Series X this time around, or the PlayStation 5? To be honest with you, let's start really quick. I'm not going to go over all the specs and everything, because I'm sure you guys have been looking at that, looking up information on that. You can go find other YouTube channels out there who have all the specs and all the details. They're going to know a lot more than I am, so I'm not even going to bother explaining or trying to act like I know the biggest difference between the two. So for me though, let's start with the look, the design of the consoles. I gotta give it to the PlayStation 5 for this one. Yes, everybody says it kind of looks futuristic and stuff, like a router and whatnot, but I actually like the look of it. Now, look, compared to the Xbox Series X, it does look a lot bigger. I mean, it looks huge, but it's okay though. I'm okay with that. I think it looks great. I think the controller, the DualShock, looks amazing as well too. It's definitely something different than we had before. Now, on the Xbox side, it's okay. It looks more like a little box, which is great. They fit everything they need to fit into a smaller box. It doesn't look horrible, but it does look pretty basic. The controller, of course, itself didn't really change a whole lot, which is fine because there's nothing wrong. I love the Xbox One controller. It's definitely one of my favorite controllers of all time here. And they didn't really change anything except for adding a share button, and I think they changed a little bit on the actual triggers as well too. But other than that though, the Xbox controller pretty much looks the same. Now, I've heard rumblings, I've heard rumors that there's already things going on. My first thing I gotta say though is I don't usually buy consoles at launch. And the reason is because there's usually issues, there's bugs and stuff that need to be worked out before, right away, and then eventually they'll release like a second wave of consoles that have it fixed. Now the only console I recently bought at launch was the Nintendo Switch. Now we had things like the Joy-Con drift. We had another thing like when you actually put the console into the dock mode, it scratches up the screen, which it did. Luckily, I have a screen protector on my original launch Switch, but it does. When you put it on the dock itself, it does indeed scratch up the screen if it didn't have that screen protector on there. So they fixed that, and supposedly they worked on the Joy-Con drift issue. So again, I don't usually buy consoles at launch, but I am definitely looking maybe to upgrade my Xbox here. Now, should I? I mean, is it really that big of a deal? I mean, I know it does, like, the Xbox Series X is capable of 8K gaming, which we don't even have right now, for the most part. 4K gaming, though, I think I get a pretty damn decent picture and great graphics with the Xbox One X here. But I haven't been watching, and looking at those load times and such, looking at, everything else, the startup and everything, the UI, all that. And I gotta say, I'm really, really in love with both the Xbox and the PS5. Now, what's making me kind of hold back a little bit here, because I definitely want to upgrade, but what's making me hold back a little bit here is going to be the fact that there is no major exclusive games coming out at the time of the release of both consoles. I mean, of course, you got Spider-Man, the Miles Morales on the PlayStation 5, but on the Xbox One, you also don't really have a whole lot coming out here. Yes, Assassin's Creed is going to be available, Call of Duty Cold War, but, I was looking for it. Now, if Halo Infinite would have been released, because I thought it was going to be a release title, I think it was supposed to be around the same time, but of course, all the different things they ran into here, now it's been delayed, etc. I was really, really looking forward to getting Xbox Series X because of Halo, and I definitely, would, no doubt in my mind, would have picked it up at launch if it was for that. On the PS5 side of things, if they're releasing like a new Uncharted game or something, or God of War, or even if the new Horizon game, the sequel to Horizon Zero Dawn was coming out at the same time, I'd likely pick one up as well too. But as of right now, there's no really huge reason why I need to purchase one of these consoles at $500. They're going to be $500 for a while regardless. Let's get that out of the way. The money is not the problem here. It's like, do I really want to upgrade to this new console right now when we're kind of in between the whole generation, right? Like 8K gaming is not really a thing yet. I think the biggest reason why we are picking up consoles right this time around is because the fact of the load times and such, and with that SSD, we have an SSD in a console for once, so it's going to be pretty awesome. So right now, guys, I'm up in the air here, so I can definitely use your help. I don't own a PS4 or PS5. All my friends, I've said this several times, most of the games I play, all my friends and stuff are on the Xbox. That's the main reason why I stuck with Xbox, but I really, really like to have a PS5, so just kind of debating here on which one I want to go with if I decide to. It may be later on. Now, Walmart's and Best Buys and all those guys, now Walmart for sure is definitely holding off on doing orders in the store. Apparently, the Xbox and the PS5, I think this is store around anyways, Xbox and the PS5 are not going to be holding actual consoles inside the store. Main reason why, of course, is because of the pandemic. They don't want lines out there. They don't want people camping. And they don't want people, constantly going out there and in packs and groups and stuff trying to get these consoles. But what they are allowing you to do is still order them online for in-store pickup, or to be able to have them delivered and such as well too. So I'll probably do that here this week. I know Walmart this week on Tuesday, because the Xbox Series X comes out on the 10th, and I believe the Xbox or the PlayStation 5 comes out on the 12th. I know Walmart is going to be doing on both the consoles like a certain time during the day, like 3 different times. I think it was like 3 p.m. There was 3 different times, 3 p.m., 6 p.m. and something. I don't know. Anyways, 3 different times they're going to be allowing you to go online, which is going to crash probably anyways, and try to place an order for a pickup or for delivery, etc. So they'll definitely be still selling the consoles, but we're not going to see them traditionally in stores until sometime until 2021. So, but right now, guys, I am definitely up in the air on which way I want to go, if I want to go. If I can get my hands on an Xbox this week or PlayStation 5, I'll probably do it just because I'm a sucker and I want to have the newest consoles. But again, though, there's a lot of reasons why we should probably wait, or why I, anyways, on my side, with having the Xbox One X here, should probably just hold off for a little bit until some exclusives come out and such. But we'll see here what I decide to do. But definitely, like I said, I'd like to have your guys' help down below on which one you think I should go with. Is there any kind of exclusives I am missing that's going to be coming out here that I should definitely be playing, other than the the ones that we know about? Because no Cyberpunk right now, anyways. It's coming out, but got delayed a little bit longer here. But again, though, it's not a console exclusive. So make sure you guys comment down below here on which one you plan picking up. Are you going to be picking up the Xbox One or the Xbox Series X? I keep getting confused with this. Are you going to pick up the Xbox Series X? Are you going to be going with the PlayStation 5? Or are you just going to wait or just not get either one? Because I do know some people who pre-ordered it and who just completely dropped it, you know, after no exclusives and such, and just decided to hold off for a little bit here. And of course, with wave one of consoles, launch consoles, you never know what kind of issues you're going to run into. PlayStation 5 is already hearing that things like overheating, which I don't know the whole truth on that, but things like overheating, and of course it doesn't have like true, you know, 1440p, 4K gaming, and of course things like the storage and such as well too, how you can't expand your storage right away, which I don't think you need to, but some of these games coming out are definitely pretty hefty. So again, though, on both sides of the table, you probably, you got your different options here and such. So definitely looking forward to this month of November here. Once again, let me know what you guys think. So this has been Mike with Chit Chat Gaming. Of course, make sure you subscribe to the channel, make sure you like this video, and make sure you turn on that bell notification to keep updated with all things that is Chit Chat Gaming. And as always, guys, happy gaming.